Yes, this is CMA M. Venkateshwarlu, BSc, MCom, FCMA. My YouTube channel is Venkat Manikyala. The main purpose of starting of this YouTube channel is to teach learners to professionals in a commerce in a simple language. So I all of you request like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll discuss about the sinking fund method or depreciation fund method. We are discussing, it's in continuation to the depreciation accounting. In the first video, I made depreciation accounting introduction. In the second video, I made problems, solutions for the straight line method and WDV method, right? So this is in continuation to that. This is in third video in the depreciation accounting. I request all of you to see first those two and continue this third one, right? In this video, we are discussing about the sinking fund method, right? In the sinking fund method, the formulas and everything we'll discuss with the formula, with the problem, right? So this is please note down the problem, the problem number 3, because already 2 we did in the earlier videos, right? The third one, machinery purchased for rupees 2 lakhs, right? 2 lakhs, and scrap value estimated rupees 50,000. Scrap value is in 50,000, and rate of number of years, its useful life is in, we estimate 3 years. In the previous problems, almost the values is same, but the number of years are there 5. Now here 3 years, right? So in this sinking fund method, the main basic idea of this is in, whatever the depreciation is there, that depreciation we invest outside, and from the outside investment regularly we get interest or some return. So that return and this year depreciation, both again we invest outside, again we get some return. So that return, if it's in a share kind of thing, that return how much it comes we don't know, but if it's in bank or some other investments, dependents kind of things, we know how much we are going to get. So let us say if that is an estimated as an 5% based on the percentage only, right? So we have to based on these information we are supposed to calculate depreciation. In this method, we have a different kind of general entries. It's not so simple like straight line method or diminishing value method. Here we have to write the first, we have to write the depreciation entry, and we have to write an investment entry, and thereafter interest on investment or return on investment we have to write. Again we have to write the every year depreciation and investment again, right? So those entries we are supposed to write. But here the very simple thing here is in depreciation won't change. Once we calculate the depreciation per year, it won't change, right? Now the formula for finding out the rate, how much is in depreciation per every year or per rupee. So for that, generally in the examination at degree level, or basic level we can say, the basic level in the problem itself they say that at 5% for 3 years for 1 rupee, they give like this, the value itself they'll give. So let us say sinking fund, by seeing the sinking fund and table like that, they'll give the direct value. Let us suppose at the 5% and 3 years, it is in 3172085 like that. The table you can see, you can find out this. But let us say at an advanced level or professional level, so we have to find out this value. Let us suppose they are not given this, but with this information we are supposed to find out first this. This is given per rupee, right? So how much is required for that, we can directly multiply with that and we can find out the value. So in this case, how much is required for us at the end of the 3 years? At the end of 3 years, we require 2 lakhs, right? So that means at scrap value we can get an amount of 50,000, and how much is to invest per rupee per year is in this value. This value is we are getting this one from the sinking one table. But as an advanced level, we have to find out the how we are getting that value, right? So formula for that is an rate rupees for 1 rupee is equivalent to R by 1 plus R to the power of n minus 1, right? This is a formula to find out the how much is an amount to be invested at that particular percentage to get back that amount, right? For useful life. Here in this case, R is how much? Rate is an 5% is nothing but 0.05, right? And 1 plus 0.05 to the power of n is how much? 3 years minus 1, right? So see here 0.05 divided by 1.05. A simple calculator, by using simple calculator we can do this. Scientific calculator is not required. 1.05 to the power of 3 means cube, right? Into 1.05 into 1.05. So see here it's nothing but 1.05 cube minus 1 means 0.05 by 1.05 multiplied by 1.05 multiplied by 1.05 minus 1, right? So this is a simple way of calculation. Here also we do, right? 1.05 into 1.05 into 1.05. So it is giving 0.05 divided by 1.157625 minus 1. So that is giving 0.05 divided by 0.157625, right? So 0.05 divided by 0.157625. It is giving 0.3172086. This is what this, right? So if the value is not given, we can find out like this, or otherwise if in the examination itself they will give, this is enough for us, right? So now the depreciation is in how much we required at the end of the 3 years. Actually we invested 2 lakhs as an asset, right? But end of the third year we get 50,000. That means our requirement of getting funds is in 1,50,000, right? 1,50,000 multiplied by 0.3172086. This is for 1 rupee. For 1,50,000, how much? So the depreciation here is in into 1,50,000. It is giving 47,581.28. We have to write we can limit up to 2 decimals. If you want to get a more accuracy, you can go up to 5 decimals. If you go for 5 decimals, almost accuracy, you can get it, right? So this is a depreciation we decided, right? That means depreciation won't change. So this every year depreciation remains same, right? In this problem, the depreciation we found by this is an 47,581.28, right? Now let us write the journal entries as well as ledger postings also, right? So this is one of the most important. So how complicated they give, we can do easily, but looking complicated, but for doing it's so easy, very simple, right? Very simple to do the problem. But by seeing this, some of them may get worried. Don't get worried here. See, we write the pro forma for general entries. It's a regular pro forma, no change. That is in debit amounts, credit amounts, ledger folio, right, and date. This is for general entries in regular. Journal entries in the books of so and so. If at all some person name is given in the books of so and so. This is in date column, particulars column, ledger folio, debit amount, credit amount. Then the some more ledger accounts we are supposed to maintain as and when it comes. We note down, right? The first general entry is for purchasing an asset, right? So how much we have purchased? We purchased for 2 lakhs. The general entry first on the first year, general entry is in machinery account debtor. Machinery account debtor to bank account. To bank account 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs worth, by paying 2 lakhs we purchased in machinery. Being machinery purchased, right? The second general entry is in for providing depreciation, right? So here we provide normal depreciation. So saying that depreciation account debtor, In other cases, other than the sinking fund method, we write depreciation account to machinery account. Machinery account is directly credited, but in this case, no. Machinery account remains same until the its end of life. After that, immediately because of we are having in funds, investments, that with that again we purchase new machinery. Until such time, machinery account we don't touch. So, machinery account debtor to sinking fund account. It is having a credit balance, right? So how much is an amount here? How much depreciation you have to provide? 47,000. 47,581.28. 47,581.28. So let us say this machinery is purchased at the end of beginning of the year. This depreciation we provide at the end of the year, right? So at the end of the year we provided, and whatever we have provided that we are supposed to invest outside, right? So how much we invest? So sinking fund investment account debtor to bank account. So whatever the depreciation we provide, that we have to invest outside. The same amount, 47,581.28, 47,581.28, right? Being investment made out of depreciation, right? This is an first year general entries. These are all for first year general entries. What are the accounts we required? Machinery account is required. Depreciation account is not required because depreciation account debits and credit, it remains immediately closes, not required. Sinking fund account and sinking fund investment account. We require 3 accounts, right? Again, I am not maintaining full-fledged. This is a sinking fund account. Debit and credit. Next is an sinking fund investment account. This is an, let us say, machinery account I do. Machinery account. Right? Now let us pose this machinery account debtor to bank account 2 bank account 2 lakhs, right? Depreciation account to sinking fund. So sinking fund account by depreciation account 47,581.28. The sinking fund investment account to bank account 47,581.28, right? So this isn't for the provision of depreciation. This is for investment to outside, right? Now the next thing in the second year, this is all first year. This is also in first year. This is also in first year, right? In the second year. In the second year, what happens again? We require to provide depreciation. Thereafter, sinking fund investment. So before that, what happens? Whatever we invested in last year, no, this we have invested in this year, and in the second year, and end of the second year, we get some interest, right? So before that, we write depreciation. So depreciation account to debtor with the same amount, depreciation won't change. As I said, it looks like an SLM straight line method. Once we calculate depreciation, that won't change, right? So depreciation account debtor to sinking fund account, right? So 47,581.28, right? The next what happens, whatever we invested last year, that interest we receive, right? For receiving an interest, so bank account debtor to, actually in some textbooks they write, they transfer this investment interest to some more account, like a sinking fund interest account, and again that interest account we transfer to sinking fund account. So instead of doing that, directly I transfer that amount to sinking fund account. So bank account debtor to sinking fund account. Sinking fund transferring is not a problem at all, but only thing is in, again, so many accounts we are supposed to maintain. How much is an interest we earn? How much we have invested there? Sinking fund investment is in 47,581, right? So 47,581.28 into 5%, right? So 5% is in 2,379.06, or we can say 07, right? So 2,379.07, right? This is for interest earning, and the depreciation we have provided, and interest we have received. And let us say how much is in this, we have not yet closed, right? This first year we closed it first. 47,581.28, 47,581.28. This is an to balance carried down, 47,581.28. This is by balance brought down, 47,581.28, right? The second year. In this case, also same. We have to close 47,581 for first year, 47,581.28 by balance carried down, 47,581.28 to in the second year, right? In the second year to balance brought down, 47,581.28, right? So in the second year, depreciation account to sinking fund. So in the sinking fund account, by depreciation 47,581.28. Depreciation won't change as it is, it remains. So bank account to sinking fund account, for this is for interest receipt, right? So in the sinking fund account, by bank account 2,379.07. Instead we can write as an sinking fund interest account also, nothing wrong, right? But only to decrease the one more account, I am directly posting to sinking fund account. So now how much we are supposed to invest? The investment must be interest plus this year depreciation total, right? 47,581 plus 47,581.28 plus 2,379.07. Total is an 49,000 investment we have to do it. So sinking fund investment account data to bank account for investing investments. So how much we have to invest? 49,960.335. 49,960.35. Right? This is for investment purpose. So in the sinking fund investment, by bank, how much? 49,960.35. Right? This is for investment purpose. So second year and over. Second year we have to balance it. $49,960.35. So total how much? See, 47,581.28 plus 47,581.28 plus 2,379.07. Total 97,541.63, right? So 97,541.63 to balance carried down. This is in the second year. So on third year, by balance brought down 97,541.63. So in this case also 47,581 plus this one is also remains same. See here, 47,581.28 plus 49,960.35. It gives the same amount, right? 97,541.63. 97,541.63 by balance carried down to the third year, balance brought down 97,541.63, right? 63. Here only thing is and only points will increase, but the problem is in very simple, right? Machinery accounts also we keep on transfer because it won't change. It won't have any debits and credits. Only debits will be there. For third year also it will only a debit will be there. Up to such time, there will be no difference, right? So for first year, the same remains same. Second year also remains same. Third year, we are supposed to buy, balance carried down, buy, balance carried down, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs, right? So 2 balance brought down. This is in the third year. Third year, some activity will be takes place in the machinery account because that is in last year, right? Now we are coming into last year, third year. Now in this case, we receive the interest for the total investment, right? So how much we have invested total till now? 97,541.63 we have invested, right? So what is an interest for it? 97,541.63 into 5%. How much we are getting? 4,000 interest receiving. Bank account debtor to sinking fund account 4,877.08, right? So 4,877.08. This is for interest receiving, right? So this we have to post by bank account 4,877.08, right? Next is then what we do? Next we provide depreciation. This is also we have to provide depreciation. So depreciation account debtor to sinking fund account, right? Sinking fund account. How much we provide? Depreciation remains same, 47,581.28. It won't change. 28, right? In the sinking fund account. So by depreciation account 47,581.28, right? So we have provided depreciation. In the last year, because this is the last year, we don't invest again, right? So whatever the investment is there, that we have to get back. We don't invest again. So in this case, we have to get the total amount whatever we have invested, right? So let us suppose whatever we have invested, that we have received the as it is with interest, right? And again we got a scrap value, right? At the end of the third year, we got a scrap value. So for getting a scrap value of machinery when sold back, so bank account debtor to machinery account. So machinery account, now we have touched machinery account with 50,000 we received. So in the machinery account, by bank account 50,000, right? Bank account 50,000. See here. So sinking fund amount, the sinking for receiving and sinking fund account also must be closed by with the receiving of that amount, right? So sinking fund is an real account. Sinking fund account is an personal account. It's like a reserve kind of thing account. It's a real account, right? So machinery account is also real account. This is also real account. See here, the machinery account is showing 2 lakhs debit, and machinery sinking fund account is showing one debit balance. This is nothing but an asset account, right? To that extent, sinking fund account is a credit show. It is showing credit balance, right? So now we are receiving, how much we are receiving here? We are receiving entire amount. 97,000. In certain problems, they may give whatever we have invested that we don't receive, but we receive something else. Let us say with bonus or something like that, we may receive a different amount, right? So in this case, I think you have noted this, right? So general entry for receiving cash is bank. This is in the third year, right? Bank account debtor to sinking fund investment account. How much we have received? We have received 97,541.63. 97,541.63. Interest already we have received, that we have accounted for also, right? So in sinking fund account by bank account. So that means we have cash received 541.63. 97,541.63. In this case, there is no problem because the same amount we have received. Let us suppose instead of 97,541, we received only 90,000. That means 7,000 is in loss, right? Then what we have to do? We have to credit this account with 90,000. Remaining balance, whatever is there, that we are supposed to transfer to sinking fund account. Ultimately, all the balances has to go and sit in the sinking fund account, right? So now the sinking fund, because it's the same, no difference, right? So this sinking fund account we have to close by transferring this to machinery account, or let us say machinery account. Right? So how much is in this? 97,541.63 plus 4,877.08 plus 47,581.28. It is giving 1,50,000 exactly. 1,50,000. So this is what for we have invested. So to machinery account. So here the general entry will be an sinking fund account debtor to machinery account. How much it is giving? 1,50,000. 1,49,999. It's nothing but 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Right? 1,50,000. So this 1,50,000, by writing this sinking fund account is closed. So that we have to transfer to machinery account by sinking fund account 1,50,000. So by this machinery account is also closed, right? Let us suppose sinking fund account is not showing 1,50,000. Let us say it is showing only 1,40,000 because of some adjustment in sinking fund, or something less amount we have received, or some more amount we received. So whatever the balance is there in sinking fund account, that we have to transfer to machinery account. If at all there is any balance in machinery account, that we are supposed to transfer to P&L account. Let us suppose if this is an instead of 1,50,000, 1,40,000. Then this 1 lakh difference is 10,000 is there. That difference 10,000 we have to transfer to P&L account. For that we have to write P&L account to machinery account, or machinery account to P&L account. If the profit is more, machinery account is debited. If the loss is in more, then the machinery P&L account will be debited. Right? So this is what an sinking fund method account. That's very simple. We have discussed from formula to the solution. Right? I hope everyone understood. And once again, I request all of you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I request you like and share. And this is a more useful channel. This is particularly the purpose is to to make you understand in a simple language regarding this financial accounts and cost accounts. Thank you and all.